Consoledrones Gamer Talk Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You found me.
So how come Brock's blue and you're not?
Boy.
Hello listeners, gamers, geeks, grown-ups, and internet. Welcome back to Consoledrones Gamer Talk Podcast, scaring video gaming horror into your soul. Right out of northern Arizona, somewhere-ish in Washington, from the inside of Satan's game room. This is season number 2, episode 105, our Halloween edition. This is a weekly podcast where we talk about everything and anything, but mainly video games. And I'm your host, Chris. And today, the full scary crew is here. Sit back and hit play, because we're going to be talking about Red Dead and Black Ops. It's going to be beautiful. Happy Halloween. I guess we're gonna find out what these motherfuckers have to say, see what they're playing and drinking. I guess we'll start the segment now.
It's time for What You Drinking and What Have You Been Playing?
All right, let's start off this week with John. What are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking a Coors, and this week I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot, Assassin's Creed, and a little bit of Overwatch.
I hate you.
That's me.
I hate you.
I love
Nice.
you.
I hate
Oh.
you.
A lot of hate in the room today. All right, let's move on down to Demonic. What are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking water, and the reason I hate John is because no one's going to hear it because that podcast doesn't exist because we had some technical issues. But he said he was getting Call of Duty last Thursday, and he didn't, so he's a liar.
There's no proof that I said that.
I got Chris and Joe. They heard it.
I don't think they did.
I plead the fifth.
Thank you.
I hate you both.
Damn it.
See, Joe's going to have my back because Joe likes Call of Duty for once in his life. What I've been playing, Forza Horizon, Overwatch, Black Ops 4, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Nice.
That's me in and out of a nutshell.
Sweet. All right, let's move on down to Joe. Joe, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking Newcastle right now, and I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, Black Ops, and I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Actually, so far, with the exception of today, because I'd be playing it right now, but the Fallout 76 beta, I've been playing that. And I did play a little bit of the Arena of Valor for the Switch.
Nice.
And that's me. What about you, Chris?
All right, so I'm drinking a Gatorade Fruit Punch this week, and let's see. Oh, I've been playing a lot of games, so we'll start off with PlayStation VR because I literally try to play about an hour a night, and I'm still, everyone says honeymoon phase, this and that, but I'm still addicted to this shit. Fucking playing great games like Astrobot and Firewall 0 Hour. Been playing some Drive Club VR. Been playing Farpoint. And one thing real quick, Joe, they have a Versus now, so we can play against each other multiplayer Farpoint, which is really dope. Got to play that mode. Let's see, I purchased Evasion on PlayStation VR, which is kind of like a Halo Horde mode type game that you get to play, and you can play co-op multiplayer as well, which is pretty cool. I've been playing Spark. That's a fun game. And let's see, moving on down to my Switch, Arena of Valor. I've been playing Mario Kart. I've been playing Dead Cells. I went back and played some more of the Mario game on Switch as well, the new one. Let's see, a little bit of Zelda. And then jumping onto my Xbox, Red Dead 2, of course. Fucking enjoying the hell out of Red Dead 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops. Fucking awesome game. And that is me in a nutshell.
Shut up, John.
Boo.
I've been playing some PC as well. I picked up Dark and Light, and I was playing that as well. Pretty cool game. That was a recommendation by Miguel. Thank you, buddy. I like it.
Yeah, and it's coming to consoles soon, I'm sure.
That's cool. Sweet. All right, so that is me in a nutshell this week. So we're going to move on down to the news. It's been a long time coming for the news. So, Joe, are you ready, buddy?
I am.
Deuce's Weekly News, keeping us informed and up to date in the gaming industry.
All right, our sources are VG247. Yeah, we got a lot of news, but I'm only going to cut it down to the important stuff, or pretty much, yeah, important. Top one, Red Dead Redemption 2 had the biggest opening weekend of any entertainment product.
Woo. Any entertainment?
That's A-N-Y, yes.
Are you talking like entertainment as far as movies and stuff too?
Yes.
Wow. That's fucking impressive.
So it achieved the biggest opening weekend for an entertainment product. In 3 days, the game made $725 million at retail worldwide.
Wow.
So, yeah, the figure is specifically about sell-through, meaning copies sold to customers. The shipping values are likely much higher. Red Dead Redemption 2 also had the second highest grossing entertainment launch, with GTA 5 still in the lead with $1 billion in retail sell-through. So GTA 5 launched on a Tuesday compared to Red Dead Redemption's Friday, and is obviously the bigger brand, which explains why it's still ahead. Digitally, the game set new records for full game sales on the PlayStation Network, with the highest pre-orders, day one sales, and first 3 days sales ever on PlayStation. Though the actual number of copies sold wasn't revealed yet, Take-Two usually updates investors on this data, whether it publishes quarterly financial results. Or whenever, excuse me. If you're among the millions who picked up the game at launch, like we did, be sure to bookmark the guide on VG247. And they've got a lot of guides. Trust me, I've been reading through them. So
cheat codes.
Yeah, cheat codes, but they also have like satchel upgrades, hidden treasures, stuff that keeps you from buying the collector's, the strategy guide. So, cool. Congratulations, Rockstar.
I do want to say, I know that at work we had probably 10 or 15 people call in sick that Friday so they could play Red Dead all day.
Yep.
Nice.
That's just in the building I work in. So, yeah.
That's pretty amazing when Rockstar shuts down a whole workforce. That's fucking awesome.
Well, I like the meme that they have where it's the cover of Red Dead 2 and it's from the boss's mouth saying, "I know you ain't sick. You're just playing that goddamn cowboy game. Get back to work or you're fired."
Nice.
Next headline: the Switch sales are up 22.86 million, and it overtakes the GameCube as far as sales lifetime totals. So GameCube lifetime totals are only at 21.74 million, and the Switch has just sold 22.86. So in 6 months, Nintendo sold 5 million consoles, which is up 3.7% compared to the same period last year. Nintendo still expects to ship 20 million units by March 2019. The NES Classic Mini and the SNES Classic Mini combined sold 3.69 million units in the same period. 42.13 million units of the Switch games were sold during the 6 months, a whopping 91.3% increase year on year. This includes first and third party games. More recent first party titles like Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, Mario Tennis Aces both joined the Million Seller Club. Donkey Kong Country had 1.6 mil. Mario Tennis Aces had 2.16 million. Overall, Super Mario Odyssey remains the Switch's top seller with 12.17 million, followed by Mario Kart 8 with 11 million, and Zelda with 10 million. So, congratulations to Nintendo for not dying. Battlefield 5, that other game we won't talk about. It won't let you buy currency at launch. Quote unquote, real world money shouldn't enable pay to win. Yeah. So microtransactions, here we go. So the purchasable in-game currency won't be available at launch to encourage players to get hands-on experience with their company. DICE has detailed Battlefield 5's progression and microtransaction system and has made the decision to hold off on letting players buy in-game currency at launch, highlighting that players won't be able to use purchased in-game currency to give them a leg up. Battlefield 5 is made to reward how often you play and how well you play. You will never be able to use Battlefield currency or spend real-world money to get anything that gives you an unfair gameplay advantage. DICE has already announced that Battlefield 5 won't feature loot boxes or a premium pass. The game will feature two types of in-game currency: company coin that's earned through playing, and Battlefield currency that's bought with real-world money. Company coin can be used to unlock items outside the base progression paths, like weapon and vehicle specializations, as well as cosmetic items. Weapons and soldier cosmetic items will be available at launch, while vehicle cosmetics will roll out alongside the first chapter of Tides of War. Battlefield currency can be used to buy specific cosmetic items for your company. And there's no word on when that will go live. So, okay, Battlefield 5. They also announced that their Battle Royale mode won't go live until March 2019. It's called Firestorm. Battlefield 5 launches on November 20th for PC, PS4, Xbox One.
Stupid move.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt them.
Move.
That's gonna hurt them bad.
That definitely is going to hurt them because I noticed that Call of Duty is doing the same thing right now. Because I got the Ultimate Edition for Call of Duty, and I have like 8,500 Call of Duty points or like money, but their store isn't unlocked yet. So it's stupid. But
I think it's a dumb move on their Battle Royale, though, not having that ready during launch.
At launch. Yeah, it's like nobody really cares. So I think at this point, why bother Battlefield? Just save up and release the next Battlefield 4 remake. PlayStation Classic is full of games, and the lineup is revealed. And those of you that don't know, PlayStation Classic is coming out kind of like the Nintendo Mini and the SNES Mini. PlayStation, Sony is like, hey, it's working for Nintendo. Well, why don't we do this? Because they can't be original. So yeah, their first mini console, and it has 20 games. So we have Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, the first GTA, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations Persona, Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms.
Twisted Metal!
The PlayStation Classic launches December 3rd for $100. And, before you get your hopes up, it comes with wired controllers.
Oh, boo.
So, have fun with that, Sony. I got a little bit more statistics going on to show the digital revolution is here. The digital sales continue to drive EA and the revenue for quarter 2 fiscal year 2019, especially for FIFA and Sims 4, actually. Unfortunately, but anyway. Yeah, the second quarter of 2019, which ended September 30th, 2018, digital net revenues of $780 million for digitals. So,
wow.
Yep, people are going the way of the digital. Another one is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So half of Assassin's Creed Odyssey sales were digital during Ubisoft's Q2. So I love the 50%. Game. Yeah, I think Odyssey is as much improved than Origins. So Ubisoft reported Q2 fiscal year 19 sales of 416 million.
You know, the crazy thing about these digital sales is so many people are sharing that game with another person. Mm-hmm. And so imagine if everyone actually had to buy these games for themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, their sales would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, yeah. But then again, they would probably lose a little bit of sales. Because it's so much easier for me to just buy it online. There's two things. You can buy it easy, download it before it launches, so it's ready to go. So at 9 o'clock Thursday night, you can play the game, unless there's a day one patch. Two, if the only thing, with the exception of I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Odyssey physical copy because I wanted the statue and the steelbook because I have steelbooks, and I got the actual game 3 days before launch from Ubisoft. So there's that perk too. If these companies are actually going to start doing this, where if I pre-order the game physical copy and I can actually get it a few days beforehand, and it won't just allow, I can't play it, or the online modes, I can't play them until launch. So I was able to play Odyssey before it actually launched for everyone else, if you pre-order the physical copy. So if they can do that plus the digital sales, I think, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, one last article, real quick, or actually two. Spider-Man sold 2.17 million digitally. Another report. And last but not least, Red Dead Redemption 2 has a companion app that seemingly hints at a PC version and VR support for the PC. So,
what?
Yeah, there's a possibility to be able to play Red Dead in VR on the PC. That's all I got for the news.
Nice, man. I'm going to have to come over to Miguel's house to play that. So
I should have just got a PC VR, not that PS4. Not that PS4 VR.
I'm enjoying the hell out of my PS4 VR, dude. The PSVR is fun, and I'm fucking addicted to the Astrobot. But hey, like I said, I'm not dedicating my laptop to a VR machine. I need an actual tower for that. All right, so on that note, Miguel, are you ready, guy?
I guess so.
Okay.
Demonic States, keeping us on track with what video games are coming out soon.
Alright guys, so what's coming out this week? 10:30, which is today. Kingdom Hearts, the story so far on PlayStation 4. Call of Cthulhu on PlayStation and Xbox. Lego Harry Potter Collection, there you go, Chris. Xbox One and Switch. I did not see that one this is from IGN, by the way. I didn't see it for PlayStation on their list, but I'm sure it's there. Mm-hmm. Friday the 13th, Killer Puzzle on Nintendo Switch. OKKO Let's Play Heroes on the Switch. Steven Universe Save the Light on the Switch. Yomawari, The Long Night Collection on the Switch. Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, director's cut on PlayStation.
What?
So
Dream Daddy?
Dream Daddy.
What?
A dad dating simulator. Yeah, that's a thing.
Nice.
What?
I don't know what it is. It was just what IGN had on there, so yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Save Me Mr. Takeo on Switch. Sinner, Sacrifice for Redemption on Switch and PlayStation. Gal Metal on Switch. And then there were like 20 other games that had October 2018 that I'm not going over, so I deleted those, but there may be some other surprises in there for you guys. There might be a Dream Mommy, a mom dating simulator, who knows? But it didn't have a definitive date, so it's not in this list.
Dream Mommy.
November 1st, A Quiet Man on PlayStation. November 2nd, Taiko no Tatsujin Drum and Fun on Switch. Also on the 2nd, Taiko no Tatsujin Drum Session on the PlayStation. And then November 6th, we have Brawlhalla on Xbox and Switch. Grip Combat Racing on the Switch. Jagged Alliance Rage on Xbox and PlayStation. World of Final Fantasy Maxima on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. The Forest on PlayStation. Brawlhalla is also coming out on the Switch. I forgot to combine those. Grip Combat Racing, which I forgot to combine with the Switch one, is also on PlayStation and Xbox. Arc Extinction, there you guys can go get dinosaurs again. PlayStation and Xbox. Carnival Games on the Switch. Moonlighter on the Switch. Swords and Soldiers 2 Shawarmageddon on PlayStation. And Darasign on PlayStation. And yeah, it was like a page and a half of games.
So let me reiterate. I just looked up that Dad, Dream Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a visual novel that sees you, a dad, move with your daughter to a seaside town, something with an ish behind it, where most of your neighbors are single dads ready for you to date.
What?
Yeah.
Like what?
So I guess it's a gay sim?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I don't know this Ish Town. That's nowhere near me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and it shows the character with a big beard and glasses, too. So I'm joking. I'm joking.
Fuck you.
I'm joking. No,
All right, Chris, play that song now.
It does say a seaside town where most of your neighbors are single dads ready for you to date. So I guess it is a gay simulator.
Wow.
That is odd.
So that sounds like Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Single
Haven't
dad
been, so,
waiting for you to date other dads,
Wait,
I guess.
Was that a question or a statement?
No, it sounds like Seattle. That's a statement.
Period.
It's a seaside town with a high population of homosexuals.
That are dads.
Sure.
Okay. So there it is, folks. Play the daddy game.
As we hear
Or
John's
don't.
kids
Or
in
don't.
the background.
My wife's out there too, I promise.
All right, so we're going to move on down to one of the greatest segments of all the land. Has the best music.
God, I hope it's Raining Men for this occasion.
If we had the license for that, I would play that for sure. But I have to not play those since we are on Spotify. So
You can play it on a kazoo and it won't be copyright infringement.
that's true. Maybe I'll try to find an instrumental. We'll see. I'll look it up.
Oh, great.
All right, so go ahead, take it away, Willie.
And now it's time for another segment of The More You Know with Capn Willy. Boy, he has such great taste in music. It sounds very familiar. I don't know. The More You Know with Capn Willy. Take it away, Big Willie.
All right. This week on The More You Know, I have a question for you guys, but I got to start it with a story. My wife and I went over to Spokane 2 weekends ago, and I spent most of the time in the bar watching football. But when she did join me, I felt kind of like a sissy because I was drinking beer and my wife was drinking real drinks. She had an old fashioned. She ordered scotch. And I'm like, man, my wife's a pro. Like, she's a pro drinker. She went to Washington State University, which is known for drinking and partying. So, yeah, my wife can outdrink me. And so my question for you married gentlemen, Miguel.
Well, I have a question for you then, too.
All right. My question is, who can drink more, you or your spouse?
Me.
Yeah, definitely me. Joe's Joe and Miguel have seen me drink.
All right.
I get dumb.
Yep.
Back in the day, I don't know if I can do it now.
Let me
so
not take away credit from my wife, but she had gastric bypass, so her stomach is like really, really small. Okay. So she could probably have a few drinks and then that's it. But before the gastric bypass, she could totally outdrink me. Okay.
Yeah. So then I guess there's a stipulation is that is who can handle it better.
My wife.
Okay. Because I mean, I could drink till I'm stupid, but my wife can handle it better than I can. But she drinks real alcohol, and I drink beer. Like she does.
I still think I can handle it better than she can. But
all right, it'd be interesting to see her feedback.
Right. So with a giant beard and the inability to drink, are you really just a hipster somewhere deep down? Yeah. Is that what's going on?
He's a flannel shirt and a pair of Uggs away from. Oh, and a man bun too.
Oh, I have flannel shirts.
Oh, okay. So man bun and Uggs. Do you have Uggs?
I don't have Uggs.
Okay. So,
but we also know that he's a liar. So
I am not a liar. Miguel is just butthurt.
Yeah, I am.
Does not make me a liar.
Yeah, nope, you're a liar. You said I'm getting it on Thursday, and you didn't.
I had every intention of getting it on Thursday, and then I got Red Dead, and it took up all of my hard drive space.
So you lied. You didn't get it.
I didn't lie. I was wrong. There's a difference.
No, you lied.
I was wrong. There's a difference.
There's a huge knot in somebody's panties that need to be untied.
I was looking forward to last Thursday, and I'm sure Joe was too.
I was too. But Red Dead, I decided Red Dead was more important because I like stories, I like campaigns, and Call of Duty doesn't have one. I don't care for the Battle Royale because I played Fortnite too much, and I just don't care about Battle Royales. So multiplayer is the only thing there is in Call of Duty in Black Ops 4, and it's not that interesting to me. Now I still plan on getting the game. It's just not a priority. Red Dead was.
So this week on The More You Know, John's a lying hipster. There you go.
Wow. Oh, man.
I'm just trying to make you salty with me.
Oh, I can make you saltier, but I'm going to leave it alone. So. Crickets. Moving on. So, my wife can outdrink me.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome. I enjoy it. So yeah, the next thing, I want to make a console drone gamer tag, and I want to get our listeners' input on what my gamer tag should be. So if our listeners have ideas or suggestions, they can email them to us at consoledrones@gmail.com or post it on our Facebook and give us suggestions. We'll wait to 2 podcasts from now and we'll decide what the winner is, and maybe they'll get a shirt.
Hipster drone. Oh, sorry. Too soon?
You can also check the description. You can also check the description for John's personal email.
No. Bad Miguel.
You can send it to consoledrones@gmail.com or on the Facebook. That's correct. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, give me some suggestions for what my Console Drones gamer tag should be. And with that, we want to invite listeners to play with us on whatever console you have. Just if you want to send us a friend request, make sure you send us a message saying, hey, you listen to the podcast, so that we know that you want to play with us from the podcast. Because if we just get random messages, random friend requests, we're not going to accept them because I don't accept random people. But if you're a listener and you want to play with us, let us know and we'll add you and we can play whatever game you want to play.
Except for Call of Duty, John doesn't have that.
I don't have that one yet. Salty.
I knew that was coming too. I knew that was going to be there.
Shit, keep it up. You may not even get it.
Yeah, I may not.
I know.
See, look.
But I don't want to be flip-floppy, so I will get it.
He'll get it. It'll just be like on a discount in like 2025.
He'll get the physical copy, but he won't install it. So
there you go. I got to get a new external hard drive because mine broke. So I don't have room on my Xbox for it right now, but I will. So yeah, Chris is going to list our gamer tags in the description of the podcast. So if you want to add us, go ahead and do so. Just send us a message.
Absolutely. I'll make sure I put the platform down for each gamer tag or PSN name or whatever it is. I'll make sure I put the platforms down. So anybody that wants to join, there might be a chance to win a t-shirt there or picking out Capn Willy's name. So, put some effort towards it and, try to win that shirt. We got a cool Don't Rage Quit shirt. It's a Keep Calm, Don't Rage Quit shirt. So if you're interested, go ahead and shoot us an email or put it on our Facebook. Sweet.
And that's all I got for the more you know.
All right, so we're going to move on down to we're going to move on down to our what the fucks before we get into our main topic this week. So do we have any what the fucks this week?
And now it's time for our what the fucks for the week.
What the fuck?
John didn't get Call of Duty.
Okay,
Miguel is salty.
Yeah,
and
here's another
John
one.
has his.
Here's another one. What the fuck? Joe likes Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, interesting.
Like a lot.
He's addicted.
Yeah, he is.
Especially since they got the Halloween event right now and I'm trying to unlock all the Halloween shit.
Next time I have to come over, I'm going to have to check his veins because it's going to have like Call of Duty etched into his veins like a freaking heroin addict.
Are you going to get a Call of Duty tattoo?
This is next tattoo.
His next tat is Call of Duty.
Just a skull. The Black Ops skull. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Man, that is like crazy because, if anybody knows Joe, he's not a big Call of Duty or wasn't a big Call of Duty fan until they came out with this one. And now he's just.
Well, he was for Modern Warfare.
Thank you. Yeah. Modern Warfare was my Call of Duty. And that's when I stopped. And then Advanced Warfare came out and it was okay. Mm-hmm. But then I got sick of the wall jumping and the double jumping and the jetpacks and all that bullshit. But it's like they eliminated that part of it and it's everything else is there and it plays well and I like the way it plays.
Right. And it's just all I'm saying is it's been a long time, buddy. And it's interesting to see it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Any of our listeners who've listened to the podcast I've been on, I've been calling Joe Flippy Floppy for a while, but he got it and he's playing it, so.
And I like it.
Maybe he's not so flippy floppy.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm just. I need to stop being so. What is it? Resistant to trying new things.
There you go.
There you go.
You want some crack?
Well, there are exceptions to certain things. Okay, but it's like I gave Fortnite a try, hated it. I gave Overwatch a try. Honestly, if Overwatch had a single-player campaign, I probably would still be playing Overwatch. But, and then for the flip side of that, I love Call of Duty. And there is somewhat of a single-player campaign
There's
mode.
a story.
There's a story, but you just have to go through training for each of the specialists, and it tells the story. So, I enjoy it.
It's good.
Nice.
I have a college football related what the fuck.
Okay.
I know you guys don't really care about college football, but I'm going to complain about the University of Alabama's schedule. They are ranked number 1, but they haven't played anybody. Like, they've played one ranked team so far, and that team is no longer ranked. They've beaten their teams 51-14, 57-7, 62-7, 45-23, 56-14, 65-31, 39-10, 58-21. They are blowing out all of their opponents because they don't play anybody who's any good. Their first real challenge is this weekend. They're playing LSU, who's number 3. But how are they ranked number 1 when their strength of schedule is so pathetic?
It's okay. They'll get eliminated right away.
Their second to last game is against a school called the Citadel. Who the fuck is that?
Good question.
Hey, it's a prime example of popularity. I mean, you look at the NFL power rankings this week, they've got the Patriots at number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they have an outstanding record in their division.
Who's number one?
Yeah, but look at their conference. Their conference.
The
I mean,
Rams.
their division sucks historically. Who's number one? The Rams.
Where's Kansas City?
Number 3.
3.
Nice.
And the
So you
Saints
think-
aren't even in the top 5, which is, to me is outrageous.
They'll see what happens with the Saints. They're making a huge turn, and their power rankings are definitely going to go up. Drew Brees is they're tearing it up.
Yeah, if the Saints put up give the Rams their first loss, then yes, the Saints rankings they'll probably be number 2.
Yeah, I'd say it have to be top 5 at least.
At least.
Do you think maybe they put the Kansas City at number 3 because they lost to the Patriots, and that's why they're like, oh, they lost to the Patriots, we have to put them at number 2 now, you know?
I mean, yeah, the head-to-head
Possibly.
schedule.
And the guy that wrote it that did the rankings was biased to the Patriots too. Is a Patriots fan?
Probably.
Well, here's another thing. I was watching the ridiculous New England Buffalo Bills game, and of all the teams that they showed for probability of winning or going to the Super Bowl, they had the Rams, they had the Chiefs, and of course they had to show the Patriots. I'm like, well, where's the defending world champs? You know, how come they didn't show the Eagles' percentage of getting into the Super Bowl?
Because our O-line sucks.
Well, no, but I'm just saying it's irrelevant to show the Patriots,
Yeah,
in my opinion. But
They have a
I
better
agree.
record,
you can't
though.
not show. You can't. Joe's right though. You can't not show the world champions right now. I still think they're in it, and they just got much better too with Golden Tate. Just saying.
I mean, there's other teams that are better than the Patriots. I think the Washington Redskins right now are better than the Patriots.
The Redskins are on fire too. You're right, man.
I mean, yeah. You can say you could counter that argument saying that division sucks too, but I mean, it's the Redskins. I mean, their defense is good. I mean, hell, Buffalo's defense was great. I don't know,
Yeah.
but whatever. Cincinnati.
So that's
better
Joe's
record.
what the fuck.
Yeah, that's my what the fuck.
Real quick, speaking of the Buffalo Bills and the Patriots, did you guys see the dildo thrown onto the field?
I saw
I did not.
something about it on
Oh.
Facebook.
So at one game, the last 3 years, somebody has thrown a big dildo onto the field in Buffalo.
Brady get
Nice.
excited when he saw it.
Probably. He was probably looking for a sit and spin.
He was drooling.
Yeah.
Man.
Looking
Crazy.
Bills Mafia, man.
Yeah, there's got some weird people up there.
I just got to say, what the fuck, ESPN? Get rid of Booger.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
He's blocking everything.
Yeah.
And he won't shut up. He says the stupidest shit.
His setup's ridiculous, dude. It's
Yeah,
fucking ridiculous.
Can't imagine you pay that much money to sit in the front row and then there's a dude sitting in front of you.
That's fucked up.
Did you?
Yeah, so
There's
you have to
actual-
watch the game on the TV.
There's actual video of, I guess, the game in Atlanta when he was in his cart. People were like cussing him out and yelling at him like, "Move, Booger!" You know, it's just like, get the fuck out of the way. Get your stupid retard cart and get out of the way. You can't be
Retard
on the
chariot.
sidelines.
I love
Your knees blown out that you can't be on the sidelines. You can't stand in one spot and report. The women do a better job than you do, Booger.
Damn.
Damn. Ooh, burn. Just so you know, just for the Brady comment, Joe, and then you made those comments. We're gonna get some mail again, so be ready for some attachments. Maybe like a
No,
6-page
shut
letter.
up.
Maybe like a thesis statement for a doctorate or something.
Let's clarify. He didn't make Brady comments. He just talked about the Patriots and that they shouldn't be in that conversation ahead of other teams because.
he did. We were talking
more
about the
dildo. Yeah.
Well,
Let's talk
yeah.
more about the dildo.
I mean, that's a Brady comment, but yeah. So the dildo comment, that makes him the GOAT because he gets excited about a dildo on the field? I don't understand.
Oh, man. Just be ready for that email, Joe. That's all
I
I'm
don't give a
saying.
shit.
So,
So anyway, my what the fuck was college football, but we digress. Yeah.
So my what the fuck? It kind of is, kind of isn't. So the other night, Sunday night, when I had to get up early Monday morning, I got online and Joe wasn't playing Call of Duty.
What?
But MiG-51 was playing Call of Duty.
Yep.
So I joined up with MiG-51 and G-Man, and I was chatting with them, like, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're playing zombies. Oh, okay, I probably shouldn't play zombies because I got to get up early. My dad's having surgery. Like, oh, come on, just play a game. So then, yeah, we ended up in level 41, or wave 41.
Cow.
And that was after Mig got disconnected. So there were clearly some issues with the game, and I don't know if it's because they were doing, like, custom or anything like that. They didn't have it on, like, the regular difficulty. I think it was a step down. I didn't set it, but Mig got like black screened, and it happened a couple times. Like we restarted after the first time because either G-Man or whoever else was with us got black screened and got disconnected or got dashboarded. So there's some funky stuff going on with Call of Duty right now in zombies mode anyway. So what the fuck?
You still managed to get to 41 though. That's good.
Yeah, it was Mig wasn't there anymore because he got DC'd and he got offline, but me, G-Man, and whoever else was there, we got to level 41. Nice. I was able to get the Seraph's Kiss or whatever it's called, the scorpion weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So figured out how to do that, got the song playing, all that, so it was good.
What time did you end up going to bed?
It was like 12.
Oh, man. Sucked right in.
Yep. See, we could have a 4-man squad like today, but you know.
Salty nuts.
Oh man.
Just stating facts.
Yeah, that's true. It's a fact.
That's a fact, Jack.
Yep.
Cool story, bro.
You mad?
Yeah. So my what the fuck is what? Cardinals look better when we got rid of McCoy? Are you fucking serious? What? No, what? You fucking think so? Jesus.
Wait, who were you guys playing? You guys are playing 49ers, right?
It doesn't matter. Divisional games are always tough regardless. People are like, oh, you're going to get stomped by the Seahawks. They beat us by a field goal last game.
But I'm just saying, it was the 49ers, right?
Go Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Seahawks are just like looking at half of your division and just laughing. The other half, they're shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Or the other quarter. Yeah.
The quarter.
Yeah, the Rams. We shit ourselves when we look at the Rams.
No, they look at themselves and they probably shit themselves too. So.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I'd be scared to play us too. So.
It's probably not scared shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, what do you know? Byron Leftwich is over here doing exactly what BA was trying to say by putting David in the slot and put him on the outside and stuff and not running him down the middle 300 fucking times. God, McCoy's an idiot. But anyways, yeah, that's my what the fuck. So, all right, so we're going to move on down to our main topics of the show this week, and it is about the infamous Red Dead 2 and the crack playing Black Ops, the new Call of Duty. We're going to talk about both of these games, our experiences. So I think we're going to get Call of Duty out of the way right now. So we're going to start off with the man of the hour, the guy who plays 24/7, the one who's addicted, Joe Finley. What's up, dude? What's going on with Call of Duty?
I was waiting for you to say
I was expecting
John.
me. I was totally expecting you to say me. Like crickets?
That would have been awesome.
I should have done that. I can flip that.
Okay. All right. Call of Duty came out. There's no campaign. There is somewhat of a single player mode. Comes with Blackout and zombies and multiplayer, and I love the game. Nice. I have my occasional cussing fits, but everybody does. I mean, Miguel and I went through, and probably out of 10 matches, 2 of them were really bad, and 8 of them we were on top. We were like the only 2 guys with like 2+ KD.
Two were really bad. The other 8 or 2 were really bad. 7 are above average in comparison to our team, and then there's one where there's like, I think I had a 26 KD.
Yeah. So there's times where we get to fully go through all 3 of our our kill streaks, and we just smash on these teams. And I have so much fun. I'm enjoying what really makes me enjoy the game is the progression system in the game. It's not just one XP bar for all 3 modes. Each mode has its own XP. Zombies, you have to unlock certain things by playing zombies. Same thing with Blackout. Blackout is a lot harder to progress in because you really only get points by either doing damage or killing somebody. And a lot of times in Blackout, you'll get to the top 10 and you don't get rewarded for the top 10. You get rewarded for actually shooting at somebody and hurting them or killing them. So that's a lot harder. And multiplayer, of course, it's the same. I mean, there are differences, specializing, doing custom classes, and,
Spawn kills are still a thing.
Spawn kills are still a thing on certain maps. There are a couple maps which I absolutely hate. But all in all, I have fun. I have a blast playing it because, for the most part, I have a positive KD. And whereas the other Call of Duties, especially Advanced Warfare, I was, down below 1, down below like the 2.25. So now I'm used to it. I'm having fun playing it, and it's a great game. I enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah, it really is like 3 separate games in one. So there are a lot of people that were pissed off that, you have to pay for it, and you get you don't get a story, and you don't get this, and all the negative reviews when it initially came out. But you really are getting 3 distinct games with the same core mechanics and the same weapons. They're all completely different, though. They all have their level up, their systems, and yeah, they're all their own entity, but you can jump from one to the other easily.
And Zombies is awesome. It's fun as hell, especially when you get in there with like 4 random people that have never played before, and they're just like, what am I supposed to do? And you're like, come over here and do this, and this, and this, and this. And then once they get the hang of it, before you know it, it's, round 30, and then somebody DCs, the host has to go to bed. Like, it's time for me to go to bed. And then everybody else has to quit, so...
Shut up, Joe.
So just don't let Chris be the host.
Right. No, yeah, definitely. He's like, no, I gotta go to bed.
Well, and that's how it was when I was playing with Megan, those other guys. One of them was really familiar with the ship one. So they were doing that. And he's like, we go here, we do this. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on this map. And then I'm like, if we go do 9, I know how to unlock the Pack-a-Punch. I know about the challenges. And they're like, what are those? How do I get those? And so
yeah,
it's like, if you have a few guys, each one like kind of researches one map and then teach the others about what's going on, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. I mean, like the vials and stuff like that. I don't know. That's new, isn't it?
Oh, they had it in the other Black Ops.
Okay. Maybe I didn't notice it as much. Like this, there's just so much to this Zombies game, and
it was like bubblegum in the previous ones.
Yeah, exactly. And this is like totally, I don't know. It just has like an RPG feel to it too. Like when you're going through these hordes and everything, and you're unlocking those different types of vials and strategizing and stuff. But it just, oh my God, I couldn't believe how far we got into it, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. And it was like addicting. I wanted to stay and play Zombies, but it was like,
yeah,
fuck, it sucks your time away fast.
Zombies is definitely a commitment. It always has been. So I've never been a big player of Zombies, but I know my brother-in-law has, and it's like you have to set aside hours at a time if you're gonna really get into a Zombies match.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're gonna commit to being like, I want to get as far as I can.
Yeah,
it gets insane. But I mean, overall, I had fun. Honestly, I love the battle royale. It's something that is a juggernaut when it comes to battle royales. This is going to be the bee's knees. I mean, this shit is fucking awesome. I love it. Capn Willy, I think you're going to have a new look into battle royales again when you play it. I honestly think that when you purchase this, you're gonna be like, okay, I see what you guys are talking about. I don't know how you like, if you like the multiplayer stuff or not, but when I was playing it, everything felt so smooth and fluid. And I mean, my KD looked good. And usually in first-person shooters, my KD's fucking shit. So, I mean, if I was doing decent and Joe's poning, Miguel's poning, it's a good fucking game.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll find out when I get it.
You know, Blackout looks like PUBG, but it feels like Call of Duty. You know, it's like team deathmatch on a large map. Like hardcore team, well, I wouldn't even say hardcore, but like just team deathmatch on a large scale map, especially if you go in, you know, duos or squad. So that's basically what it is. I mean, you don't have like spawn kills and you don't have the annoyance of the things that you would have in multiplayer, but it's the downside to it is you would work really hard getting all the way to the end and you're number 2 and you die for some bullshit reason, or, you know.
Oh, I camped my ass off to get to number 10. I had 4 kills and then I got I got destroyed.
Well, it was like the time that Miguel and I played Blackout. I was trying to just say, okay, let's just camp, hide out, and, you know, and just play it safe. And it was like, okay, let's move here. And I could tell it was kind of frustrating for him to just sit and wait it out. But yeah, we ended up. What did he end up doing? We ended up doing number 2 on that one, didn't we? Because the other 2 were camping up on the rock.
The guy on the rock.
Yeah, Nuketown Island or something like that. Or,
I don't know if we were number 2. I think we were kind of far because we got sniped.
Yeah.
It was probably like 4th or 5th.
Top 10 though. But anyway, that part is frustrating. You do all that work, collect all that stuff. You're like, all right, my setup is maxed out. I've got level 3 armor, backpack. I've got all this stuff ready to go, and you get sniped, and you're just like, son of a bitch. So unless I don't go and play Blackout just to play it by myself, I'll play Blackout if Miguel is like, let's play Blackout. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. You know. Or if we have a squad, then it's like, all right, let's go. Let's make this fun. But if just for me to log in and say, hey, I want to play Blackout, no, I don't do that.
So yeah, it was hard for me to just sit in a bush. Even though I just said I sat in a bush and got 4 kills, it's totally different from sitting there not engaging. Like when I did the 4 kills in my solo match, I was moving around the map and looking for opportunities to engage that made sense. Not just waiting it out, but I'm still already in zone, so I'm still kind of just not hanging out one spot. That part's hard for me.
Yeah, I think moving off of the Blackout, but going to the multiplayer side of things, there's definitely a rhythm that you have to get into with the healing when you're playing not hardcore mode, but just the regular mode. Mm-hmm. It's definitely that getting used to using your healing stem and just getting that rhythm and playing a quick pace game. I enjoyed it better than hiding in a corner and killing. I like to run around. I think that's a lot of fun when you're running around, you're getting kills, and then you heal yourself, and then you kill this guy over to the left, and you know that pace feels so fluid when you're doing it, but you have to get the hang of it. And you know, for the first time when I was playing it, I forgot that you have to heal, so I was like hiding in a corner waiting for the regen, and then Miguel's like, not old Call of Duty style, you have to heal yourself. And then once I got the hang of that, then it started to be a little bit better, more fluid for me. So
yeah, he wasn't going into fights half health anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fun, and definitely, if anybody's interested in this game and you're on the side by it, just get Red Dead 2. I'm just kidding. Don't.
No, I agree with that. Red Dead 2.
I knew you were going to say that. No, great game overall. And speaking of, I think we're done talking about Call of Duty unless you guys have anything else to add.
Nope, I'm done.
If you guys would like to donate to John to get this game, or actually to get him a hard drive, because that's his excuse, then I'd be grateful.
Miguel misses me.
I don't miss you. I just want more friends.
Sounds like you miss me.
I just want to convert more people. I converted Joe. Chris didn't have a choice because he got it for free.
Whatever. You miss me. You don't have to
I'm
deny
going to say
it.
this. I'm going to say this one thing. I know I've been pro Battlefield this whole time. This game alone, and plus EA's fuck up with Battlefield 5 not releasing the Battle Royale with the launch, I may not play Battlefield 5.
You heard it here first, Call of Duty wins.
I'll be too invested in Black Ops to want to play Battlefield 5.
Well, yeah, you're Prestige 1 level 33 already. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I'm like lower. I mean, there's people that are already Prestige 3, so...
Yeah, those people are fucking ridiculous.
No
There's probably
life.
someone that's a Prestige 10, I'm sure.
Probably.
Who's going to play Battlefield with me?
I will.
I won't.
Yay!
Well, I'll have it for free, so... John will probably get Battlefield before he gets Call of Duty.
So you guys have fun with Battlefield, and I'll be playing Fallout 76. So
Is there a story mode in Battlefield?
yeah, there will be.
Yeah,
Then I'm all over it.
nice. Cool. All right, so are we done adding into Call of Duty for now?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll move on down to Red Dead 2, and we'll start with the man of the hour, the one who ignored Call of Duty, Capn Willy. It's okay, buddy. This
No,
is
it's not.
probably the better game for you. So how do you feel about Red Dead so far, guy?
I like it. I like it a lot. It's fun to run around and kill people who may or may not be needing to be killed. They're deserving, yeah. I like the mechanics of it. My only complaint is the cover system. It feels a little, I don't know, it feels a little janky to me.
It doesn't feel like the one you're used to, which would probably be Gears of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the same Grand Theft Auto cover system.
No, I didn't play Grand Theft Auto very much, so I'm not familiar with it.
That's probably why it feels weird right now. I think if you...
Yeah. I mean, so when I first started playing it, it felt weird, but now that I'm probably 15 hours or so into it, it's got a little bit more... I'm a little bit more accustomed to it. I'm used to it now.
Nice.
But yeah, I've explored most of the map, most of the east side of the map, just riding my horse around, finding animals to kill and looting houses, stealing horses. Yeah.
Selling horses you steal.
Yep. Selling horses. The cool thing I like that you can, if you get a wild horse, you can tame it and it'll follow you. And you could probably I've only done it with one at a time, but I'm guessing you could do it with multiple horses. And you could get a whole herd of horses with you.
Like create a stampede.
Yeah. And the cool thing about being able to tame wild horses is that if you kill an animal and you throw its hide or its carcass on the back of your horse, well, then you have another horse you can do the same thing with.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, I managed to find the legendary moose. That was cool. But it died in the river. Like it ran away and died in the river, and I could not get it out of the river. It took me about 10 minutes of moving around it with the lasso and then getting on my horse to drag it out because I couldn't figure out how to get it out of the river.
Oh, that's what you ended up doing? Was dragging it out?
Yeah, so I hooked it up I threw a lasso around its neck and got on my horse and dragged it out of the river.
Were you... Not talking shit, I'm just legitimately curious. Were you trying other methods for 10 minutes? Like,
yeah.
Did it take you 10 minutes to think of using the lasso?
No. I started with the lasso, but I couldn't get it to stay on the moose. It didn't work unless you were standing in front of its head, which it wasn't where I was standing for a while.
Okay, because I was gonna say the first thing that came to my head was to use the lasso to pull him out, but
yes.
I was just
that's the first thing I did, but it wouldn't like if you stood behind him or if you stood like above his back in the water, the lasso wouldn't do anything. You had to stand right in front of his head in order to get it to hook around his neck. And then if you tried to walk away, the current would take you away and you drop your lasso. So I had to call my horse in and keep calling him because you call the horse in, it doesn't always come all the way to you. You have to walk to where it stops.
Oh God, thinking of horses just makes me think of that Witcher video, Joe. I'm gonna have to send it to John.
Yes. Please do.
Hey, but there's a wall there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I finally got it out and I was able to skin it. I also got the legendary bear. That was I almost died on that one.
Me too. I got that one.
Nice.
So what I love about this game is the random interactions that you come across.
Yeah.
So one of them, I was riding my horse down a trail, and there's a guy on the side of the road with his horse, and he's like trying to calm it down, and I stop and I'm gonna help him, right? Just because I just wanted to help him.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
And the fucking horse kicked him in the head and killed him and ran off.
Yeah. Yep, I remember that one.
That was great. Another one, so it was like the first time in the open world area, and it's dark outside, and I'm roaming around, and I hear voices, so I go closer, and it's the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, and they have a cross in front of them. They set it on fire, and I'm just observing. And as soon as I saw that I came across the Klan, I started recording, so I have the video. And they start burning the cross, but they accidentally set themselves on fire. So, like, 3 of them fall down burning, and the rest of them just scatter, and, like, the leader's just like, get your asses back here.
Yeah. Well, then he walks through the fire, and he gets burned, too.
Yeah.
If you're friends with Miguel, and you can look at his Xbox feed, he's got the video up there. It's pretty entertaining. And then it's pretty entertaining what Miguel then does.
Well, I try to go loot the Klan members because they're dead, and I'm like trying to keep
fire.
They're still on fire, so I'm trying to keep a little bit of distance so I can loot. And I set myself on fire, but I didn't die. So a couple times.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, my interactions that I've been having, it was early on in the game, and you know how you go and you have to get the drunk priest out of gambling, and you got to go gamble those.
Yeah.
So I went and played. I love playing poker or whatever. So I'm playing the game, and I got jacked. I got jinked because I went all in on a bet. They took all my money. I said, fuck this. And I killed them. I went on a killing spree after that. I started killing everybody, went into town, wiped out. If you guys noticed that the newspaper boy, you can't kill him.
That's not true. I ran him over with my horse.
So you can actually kill him with physical objects, but you can't shoot him, right?
Yeah, I was trying to lead my horse away from him, and the horse turned and ran into him and killed him. And so then I had a bounty.
Go, fuck your fake news.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean,
that was my first interaction in that town.
Yeah, that fucking little janky town.
Yeah, Valentine.
There. Yeah, so I just love the fact that, like, they notice you as soon as you commit a crime. They'll eventually start to notice you, and the law will start coming back and stuff. Because I've never paid off my bounties or anything. I pretty much just kill and disappear, and then if they start shit with me in towns, they start shit with me. And
well, that's why you do the stuff with your mask on, Chris, when you go on a spree. Jeez.
No, I did it with they can recognize me because I wanted to see the people recognize me because that's kind of like new to me. Like, oh shit, he's the one that killed so and so in the drugstore because they say that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and
it's
that's fucking cool.
You know, it's like at the beginning of the game, one of the first things you got to do is go into town and take that the black guy in to go drink, and you get in a fight with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that was even before that. You go into town and you get in a fight.
Yep.
So now every time you go back into Valentine, people are like, "We don't want any trouble."
Yeah,
that's so awesome.
The annoying thing about that is like every time you go into a saloon, someone starts shit with you.
Yeah,
I've noticed that because I've gone into the same saloon and I tried to go upstairs, and this guy would block me from walking upstairs. He would stand in front of me, and then I'd move to his right, and he'd step to the right to keep me from going upstairs. And then I kind of double tapped X real quick, and he just kind of shoved him down. And then I got up the stairs. And he was, what the hell was that for? It was just fucking hilarious.
Just that randomness is it's fucking beautiful. I love it so much.
Did you guys ever run into the guy that got bitten by a snake?
Yep.
Nope.
They had the option of sucking the venom out.
Right. Did you give him the potion?
Yeah, I gave him the tonic.
if you give him the tonic, you end up going back to Valentine. He gives you a free gun.
Okay.
So if you go back into Valentine, go to the gun store, and he's sitting out front. And
Really?
he's like, you, mister, you're the one that helped me. And,
I helped a guy out of a bear trap, and I went to one of the towns on the very east side of the map, and the same thing. Yeah, I got a free gun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, when you guys went back to the saloon, and more people start shit with you, did you ever have a guy, a big old grizzly guy with like a raccoon hat on, fight you?
Yes.
He didn't fight me, but he was cussing me out. Like he
Oh,
was
really?
sitting down at the table, and he's like, "Who the hell do you think you are coming in here?" And, he's just drunk as hell, and he's just like, "I'll take you outside and beat your ass." And I was just minding my business, just having a drink at the bar.
So
But he was cussing at me the whole freaking time.
he fought me, and now I have a raccoon hat.
Nice.
And it's a rare hat. There's rarity to the hats apparently. So
I found a hermit and got a rare shotgun.
Nice.
I found a hermit out in the middle of nowhere, and he's like, "Get off my property." So I shot him. And I stole his shotgun and looted his house.
That's fucking great. You could be an outlaw and just straight up ruthless in this game. I love it.
Yeah, and then when you're out in the middle of nowhere, if there's nobody around, you can kill anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
As long as there's no witnesses.
That was my first interaction when we got back to that horseshoe camp, and then they allowed you to go and explore. I found a ranch, and I just wanted to walk inside, and the guy pointed his pistol at me, and I was like, "No, you're not." So I shot him, and I went outside, and his fucking dog kept barking at me, so I shot the dog too.
Nice.
So I was like, "Fuck you and your dog."
so
And I killed his 2 cows. He had 2 cows. I killed them and skinned them.
That's fucked up, Joe. I love it.
So
awesome.
I think this one's a little more fucked up, and Chris was here for this. He was listening, and I told
that's
John about
hilarious.
it. So I hogtied some random lady in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can drown her. So I throw her in the water. She starts squirming. I pull her back out, and she's still alive. I'm like, okay. So then I throw her back in the water. Wait longer. She actually stops moving and drowns. I pull her out of the water. I toss her on the ground, and I'm like, all right, Chris, I'm going to try to clear her airway. I pull out a shotgun and shoot her in the face, and her entire head disappears.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, that didn't work.
Airway is clear.
Airway's clear.
Job complete.
Oh, man. That'd have been
Yeah,
awesome if you got an achievement.
Give her mouth to neck resuscitation.
It's the complete randomness that Rockstar nails every single time. I love it.
So, yeah, the one thing, I don't know if this might sound awful, to be completely honest. Like, you have the lasso, and this game's so detailed. I mean, you shoot off someone's face and their whole head disappears, and it's super gruesome. But you can't throw a rope over a tree.
You trying to hang somebody?
I was going to, yeah.
Wow.
No one's specific, just...
Right.
But I was also hoping, like, I could tie people to trees, because, like, you show up and people are tied up to shit all the time, but...
Yeah.
Well, lasso is, like, literally just to lasso, hog tie, and put someone on the train tracks.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Tie
can put them on
somebody
the
to
train tracks.
tracks?
Mhm.
It doesn't even tie them. It just, like, throws
Oh.
them on it and they flip over, but they orient themselves onto the train tracks appropriately.
Have you stood and watched until a train came by?
I tried to, but people saw me throw her on there, so I had to run.
Oh, you need to do it out in the middle of nowhere. Now
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to do that.
yeah, you were.
And I think you can actually drag people behind your horse too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can drag them behind your horse.
I've done that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as hanging somebody, that's not an option in the game that I've discovered.
I want to know how long you can drag them before they die.
Time it and see.
There you go.
You'll
It's
probably end up like looking back and then running into somebody else and go flying off your horse
Yeah.
and go flying off a ravine.
Yeah, I did a race today with this guy. I was random guy riding to the woods. He's like, "Hey, I'll race you to this trading post." I was like, okay. I ran into a couple trees and knocked myself and my horse over, but I still won because
Nice.
it's rigged.
Yeah.
I will say that hunting, you're trying to hunt. If you push down the 2 thumbsticks, I don't remember what that mode is called.
Eagle Eye.
Is it called Eagle Eye?
Deadeye.
Deadeye, sorry. No, Eagle Eye
Deadeye.
is Assassin's Creed. My bad.
No, I thought Deadeye was only for when you're going to shoot.
I mean, I figure it's the same thing because it's the same slowdown.
It's the slow down the bullet time.
Yeah, but you're not shooting a bullet though. I'm talking about like you're trying to track where the animals went, follow the tracks. Okay, so I like that you can see like which way the wind is taking your scent. Like they go through that much detail that it shows that hey, the animal can smell you and the wind is blowing this way. So if the animal's in that direction, it's going to smell you and it's going to run away.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But I was like, man, that detail alone was like, man, that's sweet.
Have you guys had a chance to customize any of your guns?
Yeah.
Yes, I customized my knife.
Yeah,
I didn't do my knife yet. I did my my revolver. I got a longer barrel, rifling, improved sights. Did the same thing with my repeater.
Yep.
I liked it. I like that you have to clean your gun too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I also like the depth of like when you're sitting at a campfire crafting. It's not like you're just ruffling around in a sack like crafting something. It's like, oh, you have this kind of meat. Okay, you stick it on your knife. You cook it on over the fire, and you have to wait for that to be done, and then you can put it in your bag or eat it. When you're making tonics, you have a cup. You're pouring ingredients in it. You're cooking it over a fire. It's not just like some generic Fortnite drinking a potion type thing.
Yeah. Like you're actually brewing the coffee, and then you have to pour it into a cup and drink it.
Or when you're making your better bullets, where you're engraving an X on the tip of it for them. Yeah.
What about so we're talking about attention to detail. What about the snow at the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Oh, magnificent, dude.
Oh my god, that is so beautiful. And the water, too, it's just fucking beautiful.
And to go along with that, like the mud, you land on the ground, you're covered in mud.
Yeah. Or you pick up a dead animal and you're covered in blood too.
Yep.
Or your horse is the blood if you throw a carcass on the back.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, your horse gets dirty, you don't brush him, and then his stamina goes down quicker. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got into a big fight, a big brawl outside the saloon in like a giant mud pile, and I mean, I was fucking after the fight, I beat his ass.
Is that after you got thrown out the window?
Yeah. That's
at
the
beginning of the game.
Yeah,
Very beginning. That was fucking way detailed on. Like after I got done with the fight, my face was fucked up. My whole outfit was just muddied up. It was just like, wow, I've never seen that much detail that they put into this. It was fucking impressive.
You can get fat too.
Yeah, if you eat too much,
you can manage all that.
You can drink the tonic that makes your beard grow really fast.
There's a tonic for that?
Yeah, it's called Willie's Tonic. No, it's not. I'm joking. No, there is.
Nice.
Yeah, you can order it from the general store. I like the catalog too. Like when you go into the general store,
it's a book.
It's a book. I mean, you could switch to the menu, but to actually just flip through the book and read like all the old ads and stuff, it's so detailed. It's so cool.
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, they really put 110% into this game. I can't fucking wait for the multiplayer just because of like how ruthless we all already sound. We're going to be a bunch of fucking dicks. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, we got to think of a name. We're not going to call it Fuji's and Funyuns. We got to call it something else. We got to call it something epic.
Yeah, we got to have an epic name for us.
Of course, everybody's going to pick the Regulators or the Young Guns or
Rough Riders.
Rough Riders. We got to
Dronies and Drunkies.
Dronies, D&D, yeah.
No. Oh, God. Have any of you guys taken a bath yet?
Yes.
No, I haven't yet.
Yes, I have.
Did you pay the extra money?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Where do you take the bath at?
In the hotels.
Yeah, the hotel.
Oh,
you can take a bath.
You can either buy a room or buy a bath.
Or both.
Nice. What's the extra money give you?
A lady comes in and washes you.
Nice.
Oh, I thought it was like a guy comes in with a horn and blows bubbles in your bath.
I'd pay extra for that too.
That's so funny.
What was that? Was that Blazing Saddles that they did that?
Sounds like they would in that movie.
Yeah, I want to say, I think it was somebody was taking a bath and he came in with the horn and they blew in the wrong spot. And then he was just like, oh,
But so I was reading an article about Red Dead. I think it was today, and because John, to your point, I did do the bath and I did pay the extra money, and I've been solicited by a couple of people couple of ladies in the saloon saying, "Hey, you want to do this?" And the only options are no. So it's like decline or antagonize, or there's one other option, but you can't be like, "Yeah, let's go upstairs." So
I don't think yet. It's still early in the game, because I've done it to where I've redone my whole outfit. I have pomade my hair. I got a shave, and I was all clean cut. And I walked up to one of the girls, and the guy said, "How you doing?" And then she's like, "You want to have a good time?" And he automatically responds. The response is, "No, I ain't interested." And then he just walks out. And I'm just like, "No, I want to. I want to see what it does. If there's going to be like hot coffee in Red Dead." But
Right.
that's what I'm saying. The article I was reading says that's the only options, and that's what I've noticed as well. Is like there's no, "Hey, let's go upstairs into the hotel or whatever."
Let's rejuvenate my stamina.
right,
Absolutely.
or increase your health.
Yeah.
Man. It's overall, all in all, I mean, this game is fucking spot on. They nailed it.
Yeah,
Down to the horse balls.
Much. Yeah.
Down to the horse balls.
horse balls, and the horse taking the shit too. That was awesome.
Yeah.
The horses are
Yeah, it was.
constantly taking shits.
Yeah,
Like I was surprised to walk up to my horse and see his tail lift and he's dropping a deuce, and I was like, "Wow."
One
Nice.
thing I did notice that they missed, and this is obviously super minor, is like your footprints are in the snow, your footprints are in the mud, but if you step in shit, there's no footprint.
Ah, okay.
Maybe the game just automatically assumes you didn't step in shit.
But obviously, if I leave tracks of everything else, I was expecting to be able to step in shit.
He wanted to leave shit tracks, and that would be
Yeah.
funny. Like, drag
Yeah.
shit tracks into the bar.
Come on, Rockstar, step up your game.
No
We want
hookers
shit
and no
tracks.
shit tracks. Damn it. And no hanging.
You want him to step in shit and be like, "Ah, man."
yeah, like lift up his boot, like God damn it,
Yeah.
I want to hang somebody over a pile of shit.
Well,
Just seems a little rough.
I've seen a hanging.
That's
Like when you go into not Valentine, there's another city you go into, and they're in the middle of hanging somebody, and it's at the gallows. So they do have hangings, but they don't allow you to do them. It's the sheriffs that's doing them.
Was it Emerald City?
I don't remember which. I'd have to go back and look at the map, but I just remember riding into town, and there's this huge group around the gallows, and this daughter it's the wife and the son were pleading like, "Please don't kill him, please don't kill him," and then he sat there and just said, "I love you, son, I love you, wife," and blink, and they just hung him. And then she screamed, "No!"
I
And I
haven't
just
seen
kept
the.
writing, and Ceci was like, "Wow." Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
random shit happens in the game.
Oh, I found I don't know if it's a cult or what today playing, and they had people chained up in cages with fires lit underneath them. They had bodies with severed heads.
oh my gosh. You
Yeah.
sound like a torture
You
thing.
weren't playing
Yeah.
Odyssey, were you?
No, this was Red Dead. It was in the middle of nowhere on the map, and it was like a cult. I don't remember what they were called. Something Brood. But yeah, there's probably 20 of them that I had to end up killing all of them. But yeah, it was like, man, these guys are doing some messed up stuff. There's headless bodies laying all over the place, heads hanging on chains from the rock cliffs, and yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Crazy.
When you find it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Creepy
Cool.
stuff.
Fuck yeah. Overall, I mean, and just by God, there's so much of this story. It's ridiculous. I don't think I'm ever going to fucking finish this game.
Yeah. Well, I found dream catchers hanging in the woods today. Apparently, there's
You
like
collect 'em?
30 of them. Yeah. Well, no, you don't collect them. You just find them.
Well, yeah. I did
There's
find
apparently
one.
there's like 30 of them across the map, and this after 15 hours of playing, this is the first one I've seen.
Oh, wow.
You
So they
guys-
hide them there really good then.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the gold bar?
No.
Did you find it? No? Okay, southwest of the Valentine or the Horseshoe Camp, there's a burned down village. You go into the sheriff's building, and there's a lockbox underneath a burned desk, and it has a gold bar in it.
Huh.
So there's actual glitch that you can exploit that and pick up the gold bar as many times as you want to. And I think the gold bars are worth like 300 to 500 each time.
Nice.
So just like the car glitch they had in GTA,
It's the gold bar glitch.
they have a gold bar glitch now. So if you want to pick it up and keep doing it, there's steps on how to do it online.
Cool.
But if you guys want to hurry up and exploit that before, I unfortunately found the gold bar first, and I'm not able to go back and do it, so I'm just earning my money the hard way.
Restart your
I'm
game.
not restarting my game. Fuck that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot in the beginning to get to the open world, and it's just like, nah, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out. There's an option that you can get the ability to break locks or lock pick or something. Because I found some chests that are locked, and it's like, well, I can't open it. It requires lock breaking. I don't know how to get lock breaking.
Just progress in the story. There's probably going to be some mission where you got to go and do that. Just have you guys rescued Micah yet?
Yeah, that's where I got my $270 bounty that I've still got out on me.
Mine's 300. Yeah, but yeah,
I didn't have my bandana on.
Oh, I did.
Nor did I.
I think in that mission,
It'll burn those sometimes.
you automatically put your bandana on.
No, it popped up as like, put your bandana on, push left bumper.
Oh,
I was like, oh, okay. So I put it on, but it wasn't after till I'd already killed like 3 sheriffs.
So they already know you.
change your face, grow out your beard, or
It's
get a
growing.
weird haircut.
Does that work?
No.
I don't know.
No, because it's like people know who you are. Like there's the San Denis or the New Orleans style town. Like the first time you ride in there and you do something, they're like, oh, they already know my name. So it doesn't matter what you look like; they know who you are.
Interesting. Overall, it's a great game, guys. I cannot wait for multiplayer. I hear that there's a beta coming out in November. So
Well, that's when they're going to do a beta, but the multiplayer is supposed to launch in November.
Sweet.
okay.
So they'll do a beta,
I'm excited.
and then yeah.
Heck yeah. We definitely got to jump on that and just be ruthless.
Yep.
And also what's fun is I remember when Joe and I used to play Red Dead, the first one, we would for a while there, like before we got in any altercations with other players, we would troll each other, like ride around on our horses and try to lasso each other and pull us off of our horses and shit and drag each other around. It was fun as fuck just to screw around.
So here's the thing to do. Wait until somebody's behind their horse and then punch their horse. So the horse kicks him in the head. I've done that.
Man,
I've actually done that in the game. So like if somebody's standing behind a horse, just walk up to the horse and punch it, and it'll kick the guy behind him. Lays him out.
I got kicked by a horse today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever accidentally punched your own horse?
No.
I have.
No.
I have.
I actually I was running down the street, and I cut a corner too close, and I kind of ran into the back end of a horse, and the horse, like, he tried to kick me, but I was still running, but he missed me. And I thought, like, God dang, I barely grazed his back leg, and he just, jumped up and kicked. But luckily I was fast enough and I ran inside the building. But I just thought that was hilarious. Then I went back out, and there was a guy walking down the street, and I just punched the horse, and it kicked the guy in the head. And I went up and looted him, and then ran out of the town. So
Nice.
it was fun.
I was I killed a guy and I tried to loot the saddlebags on his horse, and his horse kicked me. But I had to calm the horse down, and then I could loot his saddlebag.
Why not just shoot the horse?
Yeah, I didn't want to waste bullets. Not that I don't have enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to harvest from the horse. I tried.
Oh, that's one complaint I have. You can tame wild horses and they bond with you, but if you kill the owner of a horse, no matter how long you have it, it doesn't bond with you.
Well, would you?
Yeah.
He attacked me.
Why'd you want his horse so bad?
Because I wanted to put an animal on it.
What a jerk.
And
wonder if
if you,
there's
so
gonna
if you
be-
don't
Go ahead.
if you don't tame the horse and it doesn't bond with you, if you get off the horse and you get on your horse, that horse won't follow you. So you have
You
to
can't-
ride that horse.
You can't set command to follow, just
Nope.
go up to him.
Nope. Can't brush it, can't feed it. You can ride it.
Just
That's
shoot
it. But I wanted it to carry the carcass of the wolf that I killed. I had 2 wolves.
Yeah, I don't like the restrictions on that. I mean, it's realistic. I get it, but it's annoying.
Yeah, they did one article they wrote. I think it was Polygon Figures, but they were complaining about how it's great that it's so realistic, but it's also a flaw. That the game is so realistic, but realistically, if you skin more than one animal, you could put like 2 or 3 wolves on the back of your horse. You don't just put one. You know, and then I had a pelt on the back of mine, or I had
A moose pelt or a bear pelt?
I had a bear pelt on the
Or
back.
an elk pelt. They're big too.
And then I couldn't. There was a lady that needed a ride into town.
Yep.
And I couldn't. I'm not giving up this pelt. This is a legendary pelt.
Yep.
So I just kept riding, but she couldn't like ride in front of me on the horse or
Mount
whatever.
you on the horse.
Right, exactly. Reverse cowgirl type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, man. Great fucking game, guys.
Yeah.
We're going
I
to move
enjoy
on
it.
to our rando shit, unless you guys have anything else to say about Red Dead right now.
Buy it, get it. It's worth it.
Better than Call of Duty.
It's a different genre. Hello.
Whatever.
Apples and oranges.
Right?
Yeah.
Both fruits.
I'm pretty sure Joe's played more Call of Duty in the last week than Red Dead.
I have. I can honestly say that I've gotten frustrated with Red Dead and gone and played Call of Duty.
That is strange.
Wow.
So
It's like we don't even know you anymore.
It's a different person. Huh? Who is
What'd you
this
do
guy?
with the real Joe?
Yeah. Where is Joe?
Miguel's fault.
Way to go.
All right, so we're going to
Miguel.
move on down to our rando shit. Do you guys have any rando shit this week?
Yes.
I already went over it when we were talking about Red Dead stuff.
Okay. Captain?
So I discovered this Canadian TV show called Letterkenny. It's on Hulu. It's kind of dumb, but I find it really funny. You guys should check it out. It's based on this like small farming town in Canada, and it's really funny. I think it's funny. Check it out.
Okay. Cool.
That's it. Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. Cool.
I might think about checking it out after you get that Call of Duty game.
Ooh.
Speaking of shows, here's one that I kind of recommend. It's really out there. It's called Norseman. Figure it's a cross between Vikings and the Game of Thrones, and kind of like a little bit of BBC humor. It's hilarious, but it's way like graphic, gory type shit. But it's a funny. I don't know. It's odd. It's made by in the BBC or British Broadcasting Company, and but it's placed during the Vikings time, so it's called Norseman, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Just an example, there's an episode where this guy, it starts out, there's naked chicks, and he thinks he's having this, orgy with all these chicks, and he thinks that they're pouring wine in his mouth, but in reality, he wakes up and there's 2 Vikings pissing in his mouth.
Oh God.
Oh, shit.
And he wakes up and he's gagging and spitting. He's like a slave, and he wakes up gagging and spitting, and the episode just goes on from there. It's really out there. It's on Netflix. Check it out. Just watch an episode or 2. That's all as far as I've gotten is like 2 or 3 episodes. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, that's out there.
Yeah.
But another rando thing, I just picked up. I picked up Starlink for the Switch, so I'm gonna try that out, and I'll have reports on that next week.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm excited. Let me know how that is, man, because I've been thinking about it for a while. So
Yeah, I figured this was worth the $75-$80 for the Switch rather than the Labo. So I made this purchase, and plus, if I don't care for it, I can just give it to Tom. He can play.
You're doing digital, or are you doing the actual toy thing?
No, I did
too?
the actual toy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there was no way I'm going to do digital, especially if it's the whole premise of the game is to have the figure on your controller.
Yeah, or you get to switch out the weapons and stuff like on the fly in the game.
Mm-hmm. And plus, this is the only reason why I got the Switch version was because it has Star Fox.
Yeah,
so and they said this is the closest thing to Star Fox that we're going to see as of right now on the Switch. So that's
exactly that's the only way I would go for Starlink 2 is that. There's no other way. Why not? So cool, man.
And then,
got anything, Chris?
One last thing. Sorry, I just read a headline that came out that Black Desert Open Beta will be on Xbox, I think, next month.
Oh, cool.
So look for that.
Fuck yeah, cool, man.
Open beta. So keep an eye out on the Microsoft Store for Black Desert Beta. That's it.
Nice. All right, so I have one thing, and I'm not going to open the full can of worms. I just want you guys to think about this for a minute now. We have one of the best year in video games this year. Like, no joke. I mean, we've got fucking God of War, now we've got Red Dead, we've got Call of Duty. I mean, there's some really good fucking games that are coming through this year. What's the video game awards going to look like now? You know what I mean? Like,
that's going to be tough.
It's going to be ridiculous.
Really, I mean, obviously, as of right now, I see Red Dead walking away with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's going to be between Red Dead and God of War because they're the only two games I can think of that got 10s, right?
Perfect 10s. I think Spider-Man may have. Depends on who all we're looking at and who the critics are.
Mm-hmm.
Odyssey got really close. They said Odyssey's the best Assassin's Creed game to date. Out of all of them, they've ranked this one the best.
Yeah, I'd probably say Red Dead just because it has a lot more exposure than God of War did. Just because it's multi-platform.
Yeah, it's not exclusive. I don't know. It'll be hard to say because the last exclusive that won a lot was Breath of the Wild for the Switch.
Right.
I mean, they walked away with that, and Senua's Sacrifice at the time walked away with all the awards last year. So it'll be interesting. Well, Cuphead was like indie game.
But they won a lot. They won all kinds of shit with that too.
But they didn't.
Well, it was like art and style, and not like overall.
But not like game of the year.
It wasn't overall. It wasn't game of the year. But and anyways, all I'm saying is we don't have to talk about this now because we're gonna have these later conversations. Of course, the year is not over, and there's still some big titles coming out. So it's just crazy to think that we're in November and there's some really good fucking games out there right now, guys. And like we're in the golden years of video games right now. I feel like we're at like the best time to be a gamer is now.
We haven't even seen Anthem yet.
No, not yet. And that's what's crazy about it is like there might be like 5 to 6 games that are going to be overall on that list that are like,
Division
wow, that's
2.
impressive.
Right. Yep.
Division 2, yep.
When does that come out?
March.
When is the
Sounds
awards?
about right.
Awards are usually in the summer.
Okay.
Usually like right around maybe August, late summer.
We've got some time, so just think about it. Keep that in your minds. Hopefully, we don't get drowned out with so many good games. Well, actually, let's not say hopefully. We want that to happen, right?
Yeah.
We want to have as many good games as we can have. So, it's an exciting time. I'm really excited about it, and the future's here, man. I mean, digital age is upon us. VR is getting better and better. To me, I think is getting better. There's just so much stuff to do in the video game world. I'm super stoked, and it's going to be fun to share these memories with you guys, man. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
One more thing. We just got accepted to be on Spotify, guys. So, and if the listeners out there, you have Spotify, you want to add your favorite podcast, us, on there, just check it out. We're on Spotify now. We're pretty much on everything. We are growing quickly. And then also remember, in 2 podcasts from now, if you pick Capn Willy's name and you put it on our email, that's consoledrones@gmail.com, or our Facebook. Just look up Consoledrones and you will find our Facebook. Go ahead and pick Capn Willy's name or Also, if you want to join us on a game, make sure to add us and say you listen to the podcast. And there might be some shirts out there that we'll give. There are pictures of our shirt on our website at consoledrones.com, so go check that out. You'll see in the pictures in the front page us wearing the Don't Rage Quit shirts. So if you're interested, go ahead and do that. And that is pretty much me.
Just to go off what Chris was saying, we're growing like Joe's love of Call of Duty keeps growing.
And that's very fast.
Very fast.
Happened quickly. I think Joe's going to get married to Call of Duty right now. I mean, or we already had kids.
Yeah.
Huh? How many Call of Duty babies do you have already, Joe?
I don't know yet.
Oh, shit. They're out there.
They're out there somewhere. Yeah.
They're out there.
I've fucked so many people on Call of Duty. It's funny.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Right?
Oh,
nice.
Especially,
fucking awesome.
Especially playing hardcore. It's like, oops, sorry. Oops, sorry.
Oh, yeah, he's fucked me a couple times.
Hey, you have too, buddy. You have too.
I think we're going to end the show on that.
One more thing. Any of our listeners, you want to talk about anything or suggestions for our main topic, send us an email. We're still waiting to get more feedback from listeners.
There's the robot.
What?
John, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You went out there for a second.
Yeah.
Did you catch any of what I said? I didn't say, wait, what?
Because I can't hear you until you get Call of Duty. What?
I think he just heard you, though.
Broke up? What? Huh?
What? Huh? Call of Duty sucks. Yeah, listeners, send us emails with suggestions of topics you want to talk about. Still waiting to get more feedback, so hit us up.
Just never again Tom Brady.
No Patriots talk.
No more Tom Brady emails. We will ignore them because we don't want to go through that again.
But if you want to send Joe and just say, hey, Joe, Patriots lover, here's a 7-pager about Tom Brady, an attachment, and some more hate mail. Go for it. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're just not going to talk about it. That's all.
We're still looking for the random fuck you Chris's.
Yeah, that's okay.
On all social media platforms.
Oh, that has not happened.
I honestly think that should be our new t-shirt.
Fuck you, Chris.
There you go. make a new Twitter hashtag fuck you, Chris.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, man, that's great. All right, guys. Well, it's been a great, grand episode. This is an episode that we needed to catch up on. It's the holidays. Things are happening. So this is our Halloween special. So I might do some goofy Halloween shit in the beginning. I don't know. But it's been a great episode. This is going to conclude episode. What are we on? 106?
11.
106?
No, it's not 11.
I believe it's episode 105 or 106. But this is going to include episode 105 or 106. This is Chris. I am out. I'm going to go play some video games. Peace out, guys.
This is Capn Willy. I'm going to go hang out with my family. Peace out.
This is Demonic. I think I'm going to go try and get my last Halloween loot boxes. John.
Shit.
And this is Deuce. I'm actually going to go and get my Halloween stuff on Black Ops. Game on.
That ends tomorrow, doesn't it?
Game on.
I think we got 6, 7... Oh, what? The Black Ops one?
Yeah.
No, we have until, I think, the 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
Because
I got the weekend.
Overwatch ends tomorrow, doesn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Who cares? Overwatch sucks.
Whatever, hater.
Look who's talking about hating. Jesus Christ.
What?
I at least tried Overwatch, okay?
Well, I'm going to get it. I'm just
all this
Demonic's being salty, so
all this
be
future
salty
crap.
back.
Yeah, Xbox Gold, free to play, Black Ops 4. Oh, I'll get it.
Oh,
Maybe.
man.
It might come to that.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Especially if you
man.
guys don't shut your damn yappers.
Gamer Talk Podcast, Season fucking 2.
She's getting work. They won't.